James Cameron is back for a brand new sequel of the highest grossing movie of all time, for one of the most anticipated sequels of all time, and it's coming out this weekend, and I got a chance to see it early so I can get a review out for this movie. And if you can't tell, I'm hype about Avatar, so let's just get to it. Welcome back, film fans. It is Brad from Let's Be Real Brad, and today on the channel, I want to talk to you guys about the brand new epic science fiction movie called Avatar: The Way of Water. Avatar: The Way of Water is co-written and directed by the man himself, James Cameron, as it once again stars Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, Sigourney Weaver, Stephen Lang, and having Kate Winslet. So going into this film, I was absolutely ecstatic for it, as you guys may have already know, or maybe you didn't know, that I have been a massive fan of Avatar ever since I watched the movie when I was 10 years old in the movie theater in 3D, and it just changed the way that I love cinema, and I think it was for the better, because that movie was groundbreaking, and I still really enjoy the movie to this day, and I know all the characters, I love this world, and so of course I was really excited about this. So now being able to see this movie in a Dolby Theater and 4K high frame rate, Dolby Atmos, HDR, 4K-ness, I can say that this movie is better than the first film. What I enjoyed so much about The Way of Water was the fact that this movie took everything that you love about the first movie, but expanded it and added so much more emotional weight to the characters and this family of the Sullys. You really feel so invested in these imaginary characters, and you just feel like it's some part of you that just wants to be part of this family, and I feel like it does the family aspect better than most blockbuster movies. So let's just dive right into all the positives I have with this movie, and of course I gotta talk about the visual effects, because it is mind-blowing. We all know that the first Avatar film was literally one of the best looking films of all time in my personal opinion, but this movie just pushed the boundaries, as James Cameron had waited 13 years to get this movie finished, and it just looks amazing. But this movie isn't just a visual spectacle and a bunch of action and just feeling like you're part of Pandora. I really feel like the characters in this movie are much more defined, especially with having this family, and you get to know all about these kids, as I feel as though the kids are pretty much the forefront of this movie, and I'm totally okay with that, because I think they did a really good job in their roles, and I think that the characters are just so interesting to watch, and especially in the way this story goes. I know a lot of people are going to criticize this story for being some sort of a rehash from the first movie, and to be honest with you, I really didn't mind all that much, but I do feel like the story could have been a little bit more polished. James Horner's score is once again top tier, as it is one of the greatest and most grand scores I have heard all year, and it is most definitely going to get a nomination at the Academy Awards, because my goodness, I was just so immersed with this movie, with the score just playing perfectly in every scene. Like, I have no idea how someone would be able to compose a score like this and just being able to top themselves from the first movie. I mean, the man's a legend, but like, damn, it was amazing. The production design, the costume design, the cinematography, the lighting are just perfect in this movie. Like, I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. You truly feel like you were in this world of Pandora the entire time. One of the things that I've been hearing from a lot of fans and people going to watch this movie is the fact that this movie is 3 hours and 10 minutes long. And to be honest with you, I didn't feel the runtime at all. I honestly thought this was a 2 hour and 20-minute movie, because the pacing of this movie is just so good. I also thought that the pacing for the original Avatar movie was just as good, and honestly might be a little bit better, but because this movie's over 3 hours and 10 minutes long, I truly did not feel it. I was really enjoying the story and the characters and the visual spectacle and all of the great and monumentous action scenes. This movie was just so thoroughly put together. Speaking of the action sequences, these are some of the best action I have seen in quite some time on a grand scale like this. It is just so beautiful to watch with all perfect choreography. It just doesn't even feel real. Like, if you're trying to analyze all of the action and the way that the characters move and all the fighting, it just seems so seamless that you get locked into the movie magic. And that is something, as a movie critic, is one of the best things to ever happen. And one of the last negatives I have with this movie is that there is a point in the middle of the movie involving a whale that I really enjoyed here, but I do feel that it could be a more slow part for many viewers. I personally didn't think it was all that slow, but there were a few points during it where I was like, this part is a little slow. It's, I think we could push it along a little bit. There are definitely aspects about this movie that could have been easily cut down. Like, this could have been at least, 3 hours or, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Overall, guys, Avatar: The Way of Water was such a great film that I cannot believe I was able to experience in a cinema once again, as I saw the Avatar re-release earlier in September, and it was just so amazing to go back into Pandora and trusting in James Cameron's vision and everybody that was working on this movie. Everything about this movie feels like it was made by somebody who actually cares about cinema and wants to make a spectacle, but also make you feel something. And with its environmentalist themes and about love and family and loss and death and birth, there's something that James Cameron just was able to pull off, and I cannot wait to see this movie like 3 more times in the cinema. I am giving Avatar: The Way of Water an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for checking out this review. As I want to know below in the comment section, have you guys seen this movie? And if you have, which I probably think you have, let me know all your thoughts about it. I can't wait to hear about those. Before you guys check out this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a like if you want to, and ring that notification bell so I can see you all in the following video.